Next case on the docket, Jamal Bryant, pastor of New Birth, decided he wanted to do a sermon on Kevin Samuel.
Authority. How can a man say that you are of low value after 35? How can a man say that you do not have the level of traction of a high-powered man when that man has got to get a GoFundMe for his funeral? Y'all ain't saying nothing to me. You got to be in a place where you operate in the authority of God. Look at another sister around and tell them, it's not that I hate men. Come on, look at another sister, say, I do not hate men. I just despise weak men. I despise cowardice men. I just ain't got time for men who are insecure about my gift.
First of all, you wear ascots. I don't trust no man that wear ascots in 2022. So that's the first thing. But let me say this, you can't be the one to speak on Kevin Samuels. Out of all the people out here to speak on Kevin Samuels, it can't be you. That's the equivalent to Bill Cosby testifying at the R. Kelly trial. You not the one, sir. Not the guy who is in Atlanta because he was ushered out of his church because he couldn't stop smashing the women in the church. Not you. Not the dude who got the side baby on his wife. Not you. You not the dude. The dude that is now currently, word on the streets, is smashing multiple members of his congregation now in Atlanta. Not you. You can't speak on what Kevin Samuels is doing. You can't do that. That's you know, and don't get me wrong. So we clear. I don't care what Jamal does in his personal life. It's between that man and what he doing in his personal life. But if you are disrespecting women too, you can't preach no sermon about respecting women. You don't hear Joel Osteen doing sermons about Creflo Dollar and the money he getting because they both getting money. So he don't speak on that. Keep your mouth closed. That's all I'm saying. You can't do a sermon telling women about what their value is and their value isn't when seemingly the only thing you value in women is they pussies. That's all I'm saying. You can't tell me nothing about what Kevin Samuels does or didn't do to women. Because you're doing a lot to women yourself. You not the dude to speak on this. Dude, you keep your mouth closed, stay out of this. Because you not the one. Again, I don't care what you're doing, but you can't be the one to speak on this. About disrespectful. Then you got up here and how can he say these things? Because it's his platform. It's his page. It's his website. He can say whatever he wants to. The same way that's your pulpit. And you can say whatever you want clearly because you out here dumping on a dead man. That man can say whatever. That's his pulpit. So if you got the right to say what you want in your pulpit, how he can't say what he wants to in his pulpit? Who are you to tell him what to say and what not to say? That ain't for you to say. And again, I thought you was the pastor. Don't your Bible say, judge not, yet ye be judged? But you sound awfully damn judgmental from the pulpit, sir. That's how you sound. Judge not, yet ye be judged. So I guess that's why I'm here. Judge not, yet ye be judged. Guess who's here? The judge is here to judge ye. Because clearly, when you start to talk about what's right and wrong from your biblical standpoint, clearly whatever scriptures you are following, you got the Cliff Note version of them because you seemingly are following the scriptures you want to follow, because the one about fornication clearly is not one that's in your Bible. That chapter, word, saying, feeling, sentiment must not be existed in your Bible, because even though you are this man of God, that don't apply to you. Because you're out here fucking like you're a member of the Two-Live Crew, sir. So that's all I'm saying. And again, for people hit me up and be talking about this man, he ain't perfect. Now, I get that he not perfect. And because you're not perfect is the main reason why you shouldn't be speaking on this with a tone of superiority, as if somehow you are better than this man. As if somehow you are above reproach when it comes to the respect or disrespect or treatment of women. You saw in the thick of it when it comes to dumping on women. That's why you shouldn't be saying nothing. If I sold dope, then I don't speak on the perils of selling dope. I don't talk about, oh man, the dope in the communities. We shouldn't be doing dope. We got to do something to get the dope out the communities. And I'm one of the biggest drug dealers in the neighborhood. When they start talking about dope and I'm the biggest drug dealer in the neighborhood, you know what I say? Hey man, I ain't got nothing to say about that. Whatever's about that gonna be what it is. That's what I say. And you talk about women just hate a weak man. No, what they should hate is men who disrespect women and try to act like they don't. That's what they need to do. That's what they need to do. This agitates me again because we know your history, Jamal. We know that. I despise weak men. No, you should despise a man who is pimping your religion for pussy. That's what you should despise. You should despise a man who follows the scriptures he want to follow that are to his convenience. You should despise a weak man. Yes, you should. But you know what else is weak? For a man who is doing the same disrespect to women as perceived by another man to speak on it. Men, we consider that to be weak. Mr. Bryant, that's what we consider. We consider it to be weak. And again, it's not about what you do in your personal life. You're a grown man. You get to do what you want to. I don't care if you run through every woman in fucking New Birth. I don't care. But don't be out here talking about Kevin Samuels like somehow like you wake up every morning on a bed of purity. Is that a word? I don't know. But Mr. Bryant, I find you guilty of being a hypocrite. I find you guilty of being a false prophet. And I find you guilty of being a dude who chased them hoes but try to act like somebody who's checking them hoes is in the wrong. Next case. It seems that that was the last case on the docket. So there's no further business with the court for the day. We can adjourn.